Yeah, so like all of his money right here. Because he has nothing left. Alright. Pretty standard. I spent some money. I got myself, what did I get? How proficient is this? Yeah, I do. I'll pass these down.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Oh well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
I have something to ask.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Forge sounded on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let's see your wares. I can afford it. Oh right, yeah, I got this. Ooh. Ah yes. I'm not proficient in it. I can afford it. Let's throw in a short sword, a dagger, a scimitar. Let's take the scimitar back. Let's take the dagger back and give you the scimitar. Cost 15 with the dash. So, what's this do? Just a saving throw. You know what? I'll take it. I like saving throws. How much is this? 14 plus that 21. Huh?
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Anything of use? Doesn't taste half bad. You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards.
No, thank
Fancy
you.
a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
What are you, an alchemist?
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things.
I bet.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
Blinders. I've been better. It's difficult. I'm fine. Just bone weary after a difficult day.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
No thanks, I'm good.
Doesn't taste half bad. Better not be cursed.
Time to talk to Will.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Hey there. This world is hopeless, you wizard. It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held up.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes. And we both carry parasites. Another escapee. Thank the gods. I need all the friends I can get.
Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Devil advocate. Do you think she'll bring the blood war to Faerun?
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Let's join forces. I help you cast this devil back into the hells.
An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Going to the camping wing.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Alright. Well, that ends well, I guess.
Step! Harry! Strike! Damn it! It's just not landing.
Interesting technique. Having some trouble?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Swingage. No wonder you're struggling. You... no balance. Spread your feet.
He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again.
Clear your mind. Past mistakes don't matter. You can show him. Ah, I did it.
Like this, you mean? Step, step, strike. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
One last thing. Don't shout your moves like that. It spoils the surprise for your foes.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Keep training. In time, you'll make short work of any goblin.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Step, parry, swing, lunge.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Be strong and watch over your kin. In trust, there is victory.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Wait. This,
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
persuasion. You should all stay. A single blade can make the difference. Roll again. There we go, much better.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Die if I met Leroican reeking
This
of...
place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can. Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
That orc seems a little too interested in me.
Okay, the ox makes you uneasy. Try. Success.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo! Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Take your eyes off my hands.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible or boring.
You alright?
You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Maybe I could have used guidance. Oh well.
You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Certainly.
Harry, sweet.
I want to learn a trick too. It's something only I know. Make one up. You can do that.
No time to rest.
Got level ups? Okay. to skip this. Alright.
What path lies before me?
Oh, hey. You're one of those drow, right? I heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal kids away.
You're thinking of the love swan. Should you see a pair of red eyes? Run.
Oh. Okay. Hey. Would you like to see something fun? Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Hold on. One coin toss doesn't prove anything. I think so. Let's see.
Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it.
Tails.
We got tails! There. Happy?
Indeed. Indeed.
Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that.
Here, you can have it back. Now, what do you have for sale?
You got it. One sec.
Don't.
That's what I got.
Fire resistant would be good, but
Nothing caught your eye.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Get angry, you didn't.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Hey, you here to trade or?
Your partners of peace.
Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
I want an apology. You could at least pretend to be sorry.
I am sorry. Sorry we're still talking about this. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
Alright, fair enough.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
What's up for discussion? Give her a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here.
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. Why? What's the special down here? Another thing, trouble.
Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
Ooh, I'm scared. Fucking tree huggers. Get out of here. Oh, sorry, you finally leveled up, huh?
White everything?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Korga? Release her.
I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A thief, a poison? What, this girl? What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Nature. Don't jurors cherish harmony? Jailing this girl was disrupting nature's plan. Release her, us. Yeah.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin would...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
That Giga seems...
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Giga seems happy to roll the roost. Who's your real leader?
Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret. I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
I'm pissed! I worship Elistri, not the Queen of Spiders.
Indeed. Then, above all, you must have a talent for self-preservation. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
This rite must be how these as people.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Okay, what's up with you?
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
You should get these. Yeah.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important? No left? Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we?
Really?
Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That's very trying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Cleric, I could, my God, may offer some guidance on how he might be cured.
Thank you for the offer. But the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
The illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm gonna need the details. What kind of items are we talking about exactly?
Oh, staffs, tomes, cowls. The form doesn't matter, so long as it's brimming with weave. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Where do you suggest we find artifacts?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
That's exactly what I just... At the end of all that night, use a terrible artifact. Honestly, this sounds terrible. I see,
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
What items do I have? Artifact. It's not mine.
Well, hello. Let's keep to the shadows. Quick and quiet.
Can't give up now. Have a lot on my mind. And well, in it.
The book spine. Use upon the page. Balance is a myth where any clan treads, nature struggles. Unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beasts and raise floor. We are the thunder and we are the rain. We shatter mankind and grow new life in this place. Shadow druids. Okay, swamp, docks, tree, meet me alone. Oh Lord.
With haste.
Hey, I'm off.
Let's see.
Nice.
Shoes. Where are my boots? Where did I put that old bucket? Sure. Blood excites me.
We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Still alive. So that's progress.
It is.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Even the Grove is the best chapter.
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
Then why don't you?
A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
I'm not some murderer for hire. What is...
To get these people to Baldur's Gate? Everything. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must. No word from the scouts yet? Any word on what we discussed about Korga?
Leave. For now, I'll leave that be. Right. lots of Druid Grove stuff. One more thing I want to do.
Never a dull moment.
Time to move.
Have to keep going.
Can't touch it with that, so dude.
Got to focus. Heading there.
I speak, they burn. Outflank, outsmart.
At least things have stayed interesting. Something's on my mind.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Coin, mistress, you've lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
A mind flayer abducted me and the ship went straight to a furnace. I only needed 5.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
Understood.
Breathe deep and move.
I don't know, you never tried, did you?
lunges at your foot and bites it.
Come on, good roll. Yeah, did it.
You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own, on her territory. Looking around, her territory extends from one end of the grove to another.
Did it, yeah.
She studies you for a moment before twitching her ears. Compromise. After a final squeak of warning, break the rules and there will be trouble, she scurries away.
Lord, we convinced Timber to let us walk on their toy. He left us a small trinket to keep us away from the trees. Hyena, eh?
So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle. You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? The food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude. What kind of service can I explain why you helped me?
Be assured, it is not by choice.
Oh? What service can I
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
That's incredible powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
You mentioned a cost. What is it? Wait, I can change class?
A matter of coin.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Tell me about
Oh,
yourself.
what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithist purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
Man, do you realize how much you've been bullshit? That kind of wisdom is very powerful.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more, infinities upon infinities.
It's so unusual. Githyanki are rare.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
I just wonder, how does the Blade of Frontier end up chasing a devil in the house?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Let's move on to other.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
How did you come to be the Blade of
My
Frontier?
father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What an act. Could be fighting and saving a life. You must have felt. He named you the Blade of Frontiers. Whatever came of the boy?
I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
And before that?
Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
I noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Alright then, let's change the
Gladly.
subject.
Anything more we should discuss?
I don't suppose you've come across an expert. Nope. Alright. Gale? Come on, please.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I think I have a magical art. I was wondering that condition of yours. Why does it require... I need to...
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
And Shadowheart, where's Shadowheart at? By themselves. Shadowheart, where are you at?
What's next?
No one stopped me yet.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
I'm so sorry of that odd little artifact you have.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
What do you think of all that's happened to us?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
You must have thoughts about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
What would you do if we actually managed to protect us? How am I holding you?
I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises? I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
for us to stay together if we get on.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Family, friend, a lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Turn to other matters. We should... Alright, understood.
On my feet.
Yes. Now, who wants to speak? Gale.
Be with you in a moment.
Trick.
Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
First and foremost, that damn tadpole.
Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
No.
Day 4, excruciating pain as the skeleton and organs reform and reposition. Day 5, the host personality has disappeared. Fingers and toes and limbs elongate. I take it you get the picture?
I do, but you might as well finish the picture.
Day 6, the flesh around the mouth splits to make way for tentacles. Day 7, a mind flayer is born. This is the annotated version, of course.
This version was more than vivid enough for my taste. You should be having fevers by now. Green skin even.
Spot on again. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Long live the abnormal.
I'll toast to that. The pragmatic in me, however, sees only the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Need to drink the campfire.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
We'll travel together again.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
I need a quick word.
Question for you. Have you ever heard a banshee's scream?
I can't say I have. Yes, it made a terrible howl.
For the best that you haven't. An agonizing wail. Loud enough to wake the dead and shrill enough to shatter a golden goblet. I thought it the most terrible noise in all 16 planes. But there's one even more fearsome than that.
The shrieks of goblins at the Grove Gate. The clatter of the rising undead. ourselves to Nature's battle cry?
Not even close. I find them comforting, even. What I'm thinking of is far more malicious. The doubt in our minds crying out for attention. It's hopeless, it says. Stop resisting. Give up and give in. Doubt is the greatest villain we face. Greater than all the hell's devils. Greater than a murderous god. Most people don't find it so easy to conquer. It's a good thing for us that we aren't most people. Slay your doubt and nothing can stop you. Not a demon, not a dragon, and certainly not an illithid worm. I'm glad to see you're not one to give up. Well met.
I'd like you to join.
That's the spirit.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen.
That's what everyone's saying. I'm hoping it stays that way.
Naturally, but I was thinking, what if it doesn't? Of course, first sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer. I don't think poison is for me. Nor stabbing, come to think of it. I always felt decapitation was a fine choice. One good swing and then nothing. But we were talking about you. What'll it be? A fine choice. Now, to use sword or axe or saw. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously.
Obviously. But that won't happen. It can't.
If the last day has taught me anything, it's that the impossible is more likely than you think. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant?
I don't know, but how's it?
Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Whoa, 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 that's 120? Never mind. Let's get rid of Yicky Fish.